Hello and welcome back to the 2024 Deadly Showcase. Today we're looking at Aerosol Agitation by Syndaris. And I can already tell that this is something made by Syndaris. Funny how that works. Also got the classic Syndaris custom checkpoint, it looks like. Opening a blue door increases multiplier by 1. Okay, so there's hold wide gimmicks, which is also something that Syndaris seems to be experimenting with in RPG quite a bit. And we got a map, which just fully reveals everything, maybe? Okay, so opening a blue door increases the multiplier. That is a reason not to just grab health right off the bat. Looks like I get 3 choices. No matter which choice I make, I end up here with the ability to go south. Surely it's not just 1, 2, 3 in that order. Okay, there is a blue key. A whole lot of attack. Which again, multiplier is going to increase, so we probably don't want to just grab them all. In fact, that's going to be something a little bit interesting about this particular hold, is that you want to grab as little as possible until you get the multiplier up. Keys obviously don't matter, so grabbing keys early, it's not going to affect anything. Yeah, so grabbing these, we do probably still want to grab some attack early on because we don't have a lot of health and we could be reducing our damage, especially at the Roach Queen. Now there is a chest here. And that's probably just an obstacle. I feel like the reward, the treasure, is actually just the attack gems here. But those are Evil Eyes, which, yeah, we're not, like, if I go up here, I literally cannot do anything because I don't have enough health to take on a single eye. So, I mean, I guess I can jump in front of them multiple times until I die, but there is no reason to go north at all. Unless I'm just trying to skip to here directly. But it looks like no matter which path I take, I can do that. This one might be different because this might actually lock me out of stuff. So once I go back, then that becomes an issue. Also, these are multi-press pressure plates. Is that a new feature? I don't recall that being a thing in DROD RPG. Regardless, Wraithwings are pretty easy to take, so this might be... You have this cost up front, though. What happens if I go south? I have 3 doors, 3 blue keys, so I have to go all the way south in order to get through here, but each time I get a little bit further, I get an upgrade. These doors will get more expensive every time I open a blue door, so I actually want to open them as early as possible. Opening it also lets me skip the potion until I have a later upgrade. And likewise, I don't have to actually pick up the gems right away either. Okay, and then if I continue going south, stairs could be the end of the hold, could be way down to the next level. Hard to say. But we are going to eventually have to beat the Soulless, and these are the rewards we're looking at if we can bring keys this far, and this should be times 4 or times 8, depending on how the increase works. Is it +1 or is it times 2 every time? Or, I mean, it could be something completely arbitrary as well. I think you can even do fractional multipliers. You could do like 1.5 if you wanted to. I'm pretty sure there was a contest entry that Numtar did a while back, where you went up in 0.2 increments for your multipliers. Okay, so anyway, this, regardless, this only really matters once we get here with key. Probably we can spend a yellow key to avoid a sword hit, but, and there's no backtracking. I assume that's what the arrow is signaling to the player. So if there is another level, that's just probably no attack. Okay, so first goal, get a blue key as quickly as possible. This one is a single Roach Queen, which we can do, even with, because this was one Roach, so that would be 476 damage to get this key. Which is doable. This queen will not be spawning any eggs, it looks like, so that's nice. That's doable. This is not doable. We just do not have enough health to kill an eye. Okay. First thing I'm gonna do. Oh. Do I even need to save? This is just start. First thing I need to do is see what these pressure plates do. Okay, so that is a free blue key. However, it looks like I have a choice. So this, honestly, is probably where I want to go first. And then it's just a choice of, well, it saves so much health by having attack, though. But like from here, I could make a choice. Do I want one of these three, and then I'm just done? And so I feel like that's probably the easiest. Yeah, that is a save point. And then I can go through here again. Let's see what the multiplier looks like. First blue door. Very optimal. Okay, so multiplier is now ×2. So the question then is, do we grab something, or do we just go here? How much of a difference does one attack make? So I'm considering this. The 320 from a Roach Queen, 50 from a Roach. That saves a lot of damage from the Roach Queen. It's a lot of savings. Okay, so to the point where it's just straight up worth it in terms of health. But postponing the decision does get us even more. So I think I'm actually going to start with this. And now, whatever choice I make here, well, first of all, I got one attack, which I think made these Wraithwings weaker. But second, I now get double the attack or defense bonus for whatever I clear out in here. And I think that's what I want to do next, because that lets me get right up to the next multiplier right away. And then I probably want to clear out stuff. So how much health do I need here? Oh, I didn't take the one attack. Never mind. And I need 2 attack for this to be cheaper. This would be 180 plus 140. So 320, I'm at 24, I need 300 health. Okay, well, I guess we'll do it this way. So do I want 4 attack or 2 defense and a green key? I feel like... or 2 attack and a yellow key. I feel like the green key is going to be quite valuable at the end. So that's going to be what decides it for me. If I had 3 more, I could open this. Which is... 1 more Wraithwing. Okay, interesting. I just noticed something. I can kill all of these Wraithwings and grab all of the things before stepping on a pressure plate. It's only the pressure plate that locks me out of things. So I'm actually only locked out of a key, or a power gem. Assuming that I want to fight all of those. So in that case... I think we still do this. Get our multiplier. How much is this? 30? No. Alright, so if I'm going through all of these... Obviously I do attack first, because that's a checkpoint. So it was 400, but then I need another 280 on top of that. Uh, 300 and 280. I think this is enough? Yeah, that's 280. Now it's less than that. Plus 3, so now we do this. Now we do this. Let me grab our green key. And now we can skip that because we got enough Greckles, which is part of the reason why I went back. Alright. And it is just +1. Times 10, so yeah, we can make these significantly cheaper. However, really, we just want this as quickly as possible. We're looking at 200. So I think what I actually do at this point is this. To get the key, I'll come back and fight you guys. Well, when I have more stats, I mean, I could have just taken them out on the way through, but I'm going to have so much more attack. So I think I have to do that. So this choice probably locked me out of this, because that's 80 Greckles to get through there now. Okay, your classic key trades, equal in value. And from here then, grab the stats first. Yep, that did what I expected. We need a lot more attack, but our multiplier is as high as it's going to get. So at this point, we might as well just grab everything. There's no point in ever going back here. Our defense is high enough that roaches are free. Well, it makes this easy. That's about what I thought. another green key. Another green key and a yellow key. Is there anywhere else to use keys? That's 12 attack. 12 attack. Or 4 attack and 4 defense. They're both pretty good. Yeah, those are basically free now. Pretty close. So a yellow for an attack and a defense is the same trade I get up there anyway. So I might as well do it here. Could have spent the green key for more attack. I don't think it makes a difference though. So I would rather grab this one. Okay, you are now very cheap. I definitely want to get through you for that health. So I want a yellow key. I do not have a yellow key. I could have had a yellow key if I had spent... Instead of 3 attack, I would have gotten an attack and a defense, and 2 attack. I just hit this, didn't I? Okay, well, I'm not gonna restart for now. But this could have been better. I could have been up 4 defense. Because, but... Okay, popping that did nothing. Just wanted to check. So I could have been up 4 defense here. Alright, you, I think... Yep, have enough. Hold on. If I had 4 more defense, would I have 100%? Well, let's see if this is the end, or if it's, another level. Okay. And no backtracking, and we have a weapon now. Interestingly, we can choose to not have a weapon. I'm going to assume there's broken walls or something. There's probably a reason we don't want to do that. Okay, let's start over, because this was pretty quick. And let's go for a 100% optimization. I see that as a possibility. Might as well just get that on camera, so that someone can come and steal it from me later. The optimizers in this game are pretty crazy. By which I guess I mostly mean Kieran Miller and Green Science. Green Science is a name that you may not recognize if you don't spend any time on DROD RPG, but Green Science has the best optimizing, I think, out of anybody in the RPG community. But also doesn't play regular DROD from what I know. So that's interesting. Kinda neat that we have somebody who plays RPG like that. Okay, so this is the order I did this in. Still gonna grab the green key. I do think that the trick here is to get these doors up as quickly as possible. We're just going to ignore those Greckles. And then from here... Since we're ignoring that, I am forced to take this on the current multiplier, so I might as well just do it now. And I need 200 health, right, to get through Nye? Yeah. And killing these early, it's definitely not gonna get me anywhere. Okay. Third door. Grab our stats. At this point, yeah, you guys are free. I wonder what that's for. Okay. We're actually going to check, because I've had a thought. We're going to load from the start. And we're just going to reload that save if I don't actually get to save health by doing this. But so if I attack you from here, I have 24 health. If I go on the arrow, still have 24 health. Okay. So I was wondering if bumping it, it wouldn't be able to hit me across the force arrow for first hit, but I mean, it's still hitting me afterwards, so I guess that doesn't make any difference. Alright. So at this point, I have 2 more keys. I might as well spend them. We decided we want to spend the green key for the yellow key instead of spending it for 3 attack gems. That's 2 attack gems. I'm going to spend one of these here. And then this lets me spend the other one here. I think this is a higher score. There we go. 100% optimal. Which possibly means that this is the best possible start we can have on the second level here. You know, this is actually starting to look really familiar. I didn't recognize that first level, but now that I look at this, I think I might have actually played this before. Oh, I don't have the rooms revealed, though. Maybe there was a different version of this in architecture at one point? Because I'm sure I played this before. I don't know. Anyway, do I want to continue? I know for the showcase I've been trying to do about an hour, but I've sometimes been cutting it early, and I think this gives a pretty good sense of what this hold's main gimmick is. I mean, I guess I'll step south here just to show off a little bit more. Well, okay, we got this scroll. Anyway. Yeah, so we have one more blue door here. That's the only way to increase our multiplier on this one, I guess. So this is just going to be a regular RPG level. A lot of choices to make. And ultimately, step on all 4 of those to get all 4 of these open. And then get the multiplier. But I don't think, for the sake of demonstrating what the hold is about, I'm pretty happy with that 100%, so I think I'm just going to leave it there. Yeah. But, you know, pretty fun gimmick. I think that first level, it was pretty straightforward to optimize, because some of the choices, like the evil eyes, for example, just being completely unhittable. Like, you could not even consider going north as your first. So there actually weren't that many choices, all things considered. But there was still enough to do, and really the whole thing about that, like this level, I guess I can talk about that briefly. This level is going to be very different than the previous one, because on the previous level you're trying to do as little as possible until you've opened a blue door, whereas here you kind of have to complete the whole level before you get to the blue door. So you're still trying to collect as little as possible, but you are having to, like, we're going to have to drop all the trapdoors here to get through there, for example. We're probably going to have to step on this pressure plate or one of these in order to get the tunnel access. Here we have to make a choice here before this opens, and we have to drop that trapdoor. So yeah, we're going to be forced to take things, but the general idea is going to be the same. Try to take as little as possible before going forward. Anyway, that was Aerosol Agitation by Zendaris. We have one hold left for 2024. I will see you then.